the top of the 222 building on College Avenue in downtown Appleton, it's Varsity Roundtable with Ricardo Arguello, Christopherson, Jim Rosandick. On tonight's show, Notre Dame girls basketball players Hope Barington, Trista Fayta, Gracie, and Sydney Whitehouse. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricardo Arguello.
Yes. Welcome back to the Varsity Roundtable weekly look at high school sports in the Fox Valley area and the only live online high school sports talk show in the state. I'm Ricardo Arguello, part of the USA Today Network Wisconsin digital live stream team. We are here in an amazing high definition at the mothership, the Post Crescent, 222 West College Avenue. We're up here on the 10th floor, but we're hanging out here with a very important team, one of the top teams in the state, and a top team actually in Division II, and two-time defending state champion. We're here with the Notre Dame girls basketball team. Your teammates can cheer for you on that one. Come on, girls. There we go. Hey, we're really excited to hear about their great seasons that they've been having, what they kind of did over the holidays. They did some great things over the holidays, by the way, and maybe what their thoughts are here as the future or as the season kind of progresses and also into the postseason. But before I start, I want to let everyone know that we're a live and interactive show. So if you have any comments or questions, we got Brett Christopherson over there behind the Dell computer. He'll get those questions over to us right away. Don't forget about Jim Rosandick holding it down, punching buns. I'm really not sure what he does over there, but he keeps it everything running smoothly. And I know we're into the year 2023, but I got to say this before we start. For those of you out there, and there's maybe billions watching us, you never know who's watching the show. We're going to ask you questions. If there's guys out there, don't be asking the girls for numbers or anything like that. We were just talking about girls basketball. Can't be doing that. The first couple episodes we had of the roundtable, there were people asking for numbers. Can't do that. Sorry, girls. That's not happening. But I'd like to, let's get to know these girls a little bit, maybe a little bit. Let's get some intros going down here. I'm going to start farthest over to my right. That would be Sydney Whitehouse. Sydney, wave to everyone. Say hi. There we go.
Hi.
Right next to her, we have Trista Fayta.
Yes.
Yes. And then right next to her, we have Gracie, and then Hope Barington. There we go. Can't wait to get to know the girls a little bit. What I want to do is get the girls to talk a little bit, do a little bios here. So I'm going to start right to my right. We're going to start with Hope. Hope, let everyone know the position or positions you play and how you got into basketball. Go ahead.
So I play a guard position usually. Sometimes I get thrown in the post. And I've been playing since I was in second grade.
Okay.
I got into basketball that way, and I practiced with my older sister, and then I just learned to love the game.
Okay, how about you, Gracie? You had no choice. Let's be honest. Go ahead. Go ahead.
My name is Gracie Grzesk. I'm like a wing or like a forward, a little bit of like a 4 or 5. And I got into the game because of my parents.
That's right. We'll maybe talk about that in a little bit more. Trista, go ahead. Your thoughts, too, or how you got into playing and what position you play.
Yeah, so I'm a point guard. I got in playing by my older brothers as well. I started around like the age of 3, trying to practice with them, trying to shoot, all that fun stuff.
Okay, Sid.
I started playing when I was younger, and my older sister did start playing, but unfortunately she's not playing anymore.
Yeah.
But yes, and I play throughout my basketball career. I've honestly been 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
And at the start of her season with Trista out, I was point guard. So.
Wow, so you played all 5 positions. Okay, interesting stuff. Again, Rosie, can you get it on the teammates over here? Because we got to include them as well. Hey, listen, if we have any questions from the teammates, be sure to raise your hand, and we'll get you on camera, and we'll get to hear that question. Because I know you have questions for your teammates here. They've been having a fantastic season. Let's start right away, the holiday week for you, okay? Highlighted, I mean, I don't know if it can get any bigger than that. You girls knocked off Kettle Moraine, the defending D1 champ. These are the D2 champs. How big was that, and how fun was that? I know we were here I know I was here in the office. I was like, whoa, you see that? Okay, not that we doubted you at all, but that's an impressive win. I don't know anyone who doesn't look at that win and say, oh, Notre Dame girls, because you guys are both defending state champs. Well, who's better, Division I or Division II? Did you kind of answer that question, Hope, maybe a little bit? I think that's an impressive win, right?
Yeah, I think we just really came in with a strong mindset and just knew we had to get after it right away. And just it all starts on defense, and then we let the offense come to us.
Now, everyone talks about it, it's just another game. Gracie, was it just another game? It was more than that, right?
Yeah, it's a big game for us. Our non-conference schedule is really challenging. I think Sarah does a really good job of challenging us with that. So normally our non-conference games are big games for us.
Okay, and Trista, are you back, or were you playing in that game? Are you back and
Yes,
playing?
I was.
Okay, so both you and Sid can talk about that, the guard play, and how important that was in that game.
Yeah, I think for sure it was a little different for our team when I was out the first game against Pewaukee, but getting back into the game, getting transition points, all that fun stuff back at the press, I think it was a more of a normal game for us, and it was good to be back against a good team.
Okay, Sid?
It with being off so long for like 10 days or more, we were just so hungry and excited to get back and like play a game. So we were just so excited to get back.
No, it's okay. I mean, and you know what Trista mentioned, I think that's your only loss too, right, Pewaukee? That was the first game of the year. That's the team you beat in the championship game last year, so that was a big game as well. But let's talk about the season as a whole. I mean, you're what? Are you guys 8-1 or 9-1? I can't remember. I just briefly looked. Oh, they don't even know. See, Brett? They don't care about their record. They just take each game as it is. But either way, after 8 or 9 or 10 games here, are you kind of where you girls think you should be? We'll start over here with Sid and work our way back here. Are you girls like where you think you should be being it right at the change of the year?
I think we learn something from every game, no matter how much we win by, I guess, and we just learn more about ourselves and what we can improve on rather than, I don't know how to say it, but we just focus on rather than what we can improve on rather than like what we did well.
Yeah, okay. Anybody else have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think going with that, like every day, I think we push each other in practice, and it really helps us, just to focus on the now, and yeah.
All right, good stuff. Anybody else?
I think there's just always room for improvement. Like, we can only go up from here, so we just got to really keep working hard.
Okay. Brett, did you have something from online? All right. Okay, here we go. Transition. Who knows checking in? We never know if it's China. People from China. Who knows? Who's checking in, Brett? What do you got?
Well, Hoops Fan is checking in
Hoops
first. And it's a good question to start off the show here from the live chat standpoint. But they want to know, it's Hoops Fan, does Coach Rohde still have game? There we go.
Okay. All right.
She's a pretty good player back in the day.
She was outstanding player. So yeah, there's a great question. Coach Rohde, does she still have game? Does she, while showing you and giving you instruction, does she body you up a little bit? Does she explain? Anybody? I don't know. Do the guards? You have more experience playing with her?
I do personally.
Okay.
When Sarah's in, sometimes she'll play for the scout team, and I will always end up guarding her, and it gets a little competitive, but
Okay.
it's always fun.
Okay. Interesting. Anybody else thoughts on that?
Yeah, she still has game.
Okay. Yeah.
She has those days when she just pops off and can't miss, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Does she let you know that too? Does she
Yeah.
talk?
Yeah.
Oh, that's some good intel there on Coach Rohde. Very good stuff. Brett, do you have something else?
I do. This one's for Gracie. It's from, I think she knows this guy, Gary Grzesk is
Gary.
checking
Okay,
in.
sure.
Who is the best basketball player in your family? Now, interesting. Remember the old man who shut down Jason Kidd back in the
Yeah, I was gonna say he has some tournament experience.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Your dad there.
Honestly, I don't know. That's a really hard question because my dad was more known for his defense, but
Right.
then my mom was more known for her offense, and obviously my dad was known for shutting down Jason Kidd.
It's okay if you want to say,
But-
that's fine. That's okay. It's
Honestly, I'll give the credit to my mom.
yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
there we
All
go.
right. Well, she got the best of
Sorry,
both.
Dad.
Yeah, see what Dad thinks about that when she gets
Yeah,
older.
exactly. Yeah, good stuff. Brett, did you have something else?
That's it for now.
Well, when I say the term two-time defending state champ, how good does that feel? I mean, what does it feel like to be two-time defending state champs? That's got something. It's one thing to be a defending state champ. It's a whole other thing to be a two-time defending state champ. What does that feel like? Do you girls feel like when you go against other teams too, do you feel like that plays a role maybe a little bit too? That boy, they really amp to play you. What's that feel? First off, what does that feel like being a two-time state champ, Trista?
I think it's a great feeling, but it also goes back to our motto of just one by one each game. And obviously we do have a target on our back, but that doesn't stop us from working hard and playing our best every game.
Does that make? Yeah, I was just gonna say, how much does that charge you girls up? If you want to comment on that, Gracie, knowing that you're gonna get every team's best, really.
Yeah, I think having the target on this year, we really take pride in the challenge of we're getting every team's best game, and I think it's really something that we take pride in.
Okay, Hope, Sid, anything to add?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think with going on that kind of, we just gotta bring our best game every time, just like all the teams playing against us.
Okay, Sid?
Obviously, winning 2 state championships back to back is a big accomplishment for us, but that doesn't mean it's like it doesn't mean like anything's gonna be handed to us. We're obviously still gonna work as hard as other teams, just because everyone has one goal in mind, and that's obviously to win a state championship.
Which one? I know the first one was in lacrosse. I was over there covering you girls then too. But which one was one? I don't want to say bigger, but one more impressive maybe than the other, or are they both the same? I don't know. How any you girls have a preference?
I think the one at the Resch was more like vivid because it was closer, and just a lot of people showed up, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, we had actually a student section this time, and usually even like non-conference or just regular conference, we don't really have a student section. So to be at state, especially in front of a bunch of people in Green Bay, like our hometown, it was just really cool to have that many fans there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you want to add anything to that, Gracie.
Yeah, I think it was just like a home crowd atmosphere. I know, like when we were in lacrosse, it was obviously different because of COVID and everything. So I think, obviously, it being our second state title and being at home playing in front of a home crowd was special.
And being able to sleep in your own bed,
Yes.
right? Not having to travel. Okay. By the way, if you girls have any questions, just raise your hand. You have something. Rosie, get it on them. Okay. First off, young lady, please say your name. Destiny, go ahead and say and speak very loudly so we can hear the question. What do you got?
I have a question for Gracie.
Okay.
How do you feel about passing one of our coaches up and scoring points?
Passing one of the coaches up. Is that Eliza there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay, yeah. In points, you said? In points. Wow. Big moment for you.
Yeah, obviously it's a huge accomplishment. Eliza, I mean.
And she was excited, right, for you?
Yeah,
right?
she was excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously it's a big accomplishment, but there's obviously still some. We'll still like go head to head.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So.
All right. Interesting stuff. Good question, by the way, from the teammate Destiny. Brett, did you have something?
Nothing yet. Pretty quiet out
yeah,
there.
pretty quiet. Come on, everyone. Look at these girls. They can't wait to answer your questions. What are the expectations the rest of the way? I know you girls talked about it being a one-game thing, and I know that you've been well trained and you always got to look at it that rest way. But let's be honest, you girls have kind of like there's bigger pictures involved here. You'd love to have 3-time state champion next to your names, I'm sure, in that way. But the expected, does it kind of follow the line, right? Conference champs, regional, sectional. Is it really structured that way for you girls? You really kind of have that kind of mindset, Trista? Is that how you girls think?
Yeah, I think so. Just because anything can happen at any time. We could get injured. We could just lose a game, like anything. We just have to focus on each little accomplishment to get to that big goal.
Okay. Anybody else want to add on to that?
Yeah, I think just focusing on the now and like the present and not just worried about March and state or anything, just taking it like one game at a time.
Okay. Anybody else want to add, Sid or Hope?
I think just like doing the little things right, you can do the big things right. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Just really the little things and almost like the dirty things like rebounding and defense, just to focus on winning those games so that we can get to that point.
You know, I get a good vibe from you girls and your teammates, the chemistry. That's my next question, too, about the chemistry. You girls, is there drama? You girls causing any drama between each other? Coaches, maybe, because you're passing certain coaches up and points or anything like that? No drama, though, right? And you girls have been part of championship teams before. The chemistry really good this year? Anybody can answer that.
Yeah, I think so. I think our chemistry on and off the court is really well this year. And we have a mixture of freshman to senior.
Okay.
So it's a really good mix, and we're really close this year.
Yeah. Anybody else want to add to that?
We've just been like on the same team for so long. We've like have classes together. We see people like in the hallway all the time, and we always just say hi and just have our moments.
Okay,
So,
good
yeah.
stuff. You girls agree over here? Yes, you better. Well, you better shake your head yes. Right, no, just kidding on that one. But hey, let's talk about Coach Rhoda, if you don't mind, and what a successful program you have. And she's one of the top coaches in our area. What can you tell me about her? And again, I know you girls were on last year. I may have gotten a tidbit here or there, but I want to get some. We know she's a great coach. You don't have to tell me I just said she's a great coach. What can you tell me more stuff about what you were saying before about she plays you, but anything kind of does she have any interesting quirks or anything maybe that you might want to let out? Hope.
She loves running.
Oh, okay.
She'll send us game day snaps of her morning runs at like 5 a.m.
Wow. Okay, very dedicated.
Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
there you go. There's Coach Rody. Very intense. And very, very honest. That's what I like about Coach Rody. She'll tell you what she's thinking. Anything else? Anybody else have anything about Coach we could maybe share?
Yeah, I think she's just very motivated, and she motivates us at the same time. Like, we'll be in the weight room lifting, and she'll be running on the treadmill with our other coaches.
Oh, really?
Like,
okay.
Yeah, it's very team-oriented.
Wow. That's very interesting stuff. Sid, you have something to share?
I think her waffles are pretty good.
Oh, there we go. Okay, some team breakfast a little bit. Anything else, Trista?
She's definitely very competitive. We do half quarters before every game day, so the practice before, and if she doesn't make it, she's shooting them until she's making one.
Okay. Wow, this is an interesting stuff. I mean, I knew she was a great player, and very intense, but this is good stuff. Hey, we're gonna take a time out, Brett, right? Because we have to pay the bills a little bit. You want to run that promo? Let's do that now. So Rosie, go ahead. Yeah, you're out a little bit. Jet lag.
And now, back to Varsity Roundtable.
Oh, here we go. Back here at the Varsity Roundtable. Again, we're here with Notre Dame girls basketball players Hope Barington, Gracie, Trista Fayta, and Sid Whitehouse. Thank you so much for being on the show, girls. I still have to do some promos, though. So are you girls Packer fans, by the way?
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm a Bears fan, but I co-host a Packer show. Brett, why am I co-hosting a Packer show? Why
say
do
it's in
make
the
me-
contract,
It's in
right?
the contract.
Yeah.
I have to do it. But let me tell you something. We have Devondre Campbell, all-pro linebacker. He's our a guest Packers host, I guess, every other week, and he's a great guy. I gotta say, there's some good guys. This past week we had Christian Watson on the show. Brett, we're wrapping up. Depending if they make the playoffs, we'll have shows as long as they have the playoffs, but it's every Monday, 6:30 p.m. over at the Hilton there, Paper Valley. Inside is the clubhouse, kitchen and bar. It's a free show every Monday, 6:30 p.m. So maybe this year or next year, if you girls want to come by, that's great. It's, again, every Monday, 6:30 p.m. Also, Twitter. Do you girls have Twitter accounts?
Yes.
Okay, now's your time to kind of send that out there. We'll start here with Hope if you want to let everyone know, or maybe you don't. But if you do, go ahead and say your Twitter account handle.
Oh, yeah, it's just Hope_Barington.
Okay, Gracie?
Mine's just Gracie Grzesk.
Trista?
I think mine's T_Fayta 03.
Okay,
I
Sid?
think mine's like _Sydney MW. I think that's it.
Okay, I'm at Ricardo De Leon. Actually, I think I just followed a couple of you because I think I was following two of you. And now hopefully I want to follow the whole team. It's always good so I can find out, interesting things. I'm not sure if Twitter's kind of like the thing though, right? That's more like TikTok for you guys, right? Yeah. Okay, but that's for old people like me. We like the Twitter stuff. Again, I'm at Ricardo De Leon. Don't forget about Rosie at Metal Rosie and Brett at PC Brett C. By the way, girls, at the end of the show we do shout outs, so think about who you're going to send some love to, okay? And don't be, kind of like, pressured by some of your teammates here. It's got to be from the heart. All right, got to do a couple more promos, right, Brett? Cooney's Embroidery. That's my shirt here. It's made by Cooney's. There we go. Get your team, club, or business name out there with Cooney's Embroidery Sportswear. They customize products specifically to fit their customers' needs. They've been family-owned for 20 years, too, and they have the skills. They got the experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your organization. Delivery service, that's available as well. So contact them today, 920-731-0922, or at Cooney's 0922 at sbcglobal.net. One more promo, because then we're going to play a little game, girls. Okay? So here we go. By the way, what about, Cellcom, right? That's our also our sponsor. January 1st through January 8th, save $500 and up to a $650 sign-on bonus. Yes, let Cellcom help you accomplish your resolution to save with the largest sign-on bonus ever. Again, $500 when activating a new smartphone line. Plus, make that switch to Cellcom and get up to an additional $650 per line. Visit cellcom.com/save for more details. Now, second half of the show here, we're going to play a little game. And we're going to kind of put you girls against each other in pairs that it is. So Hope and Gracie versus Trista and Sid. And so this is a little game we like to call How Well Do You Know? And we've had all the teams have played this that have been on the show. Like last time we had a show before Christmas. The subject was Christmas. Well, the subject isn't Christmas this time. It's how well do you know animals? Okay, so animal trivia. Now, the way this goes is I'm going to ask a question. Whoever thinks they know the answer got to raise your hand, okay? And, Brett and Rosie, they'll be kind of watching to find out who raises their hand first. You get a point for every answer right. And if you think you know the answer before the end of the question, you can do that too, okay? We're going to tally up the points and see which duo leads at the end, and then there's a bonus question too in there. All right, so here we go. Brad, I think I explained it well enough. And the questions get progressively more difficult as we go along here, okay? We're going to start off with a real easy one, though, okay? So here we go. And girls, you may or may not be able to help. I don't know. I guess we allow that maybe in some ways. First question. Remember, raise your hand, okay? Fish can survive underwater by breathing through what? Oh, Hope.
Gills.
Yes, Brett.
1-0.
1-0 for Hope
Dang.
and Gracie. See, that's an easy one. That's an easy. They get harder.
So fast.
They get harder. So don't forget, I gotta raise your hand if you think you know it. Okay, here we go. Question number 2. Camels. They can go without water for long stretches. Now, what I want here is just give me your guess, and then we'll kind of see who's closest. What is the average length in terms of days that a camel can go without water? Sid.
14 to 21.
Okay, that's a guess. Okay.
I was gonna say I said 30 days.
30 days? 14 to 21. They get the point. It's 10 days.
1-1.
10 days. So we're all tied up here, 1-1. Good job, Sid. Okay, here we go. Again, these get more difficult as we go along here. Question number 3. The offspring of a male lion and female tiger is known as what? Oh, did I stump them? The coaches know this, don't they?
It's like some tricky.
She might know. If you've seen Napoleon Dynamite, you should know this.
I haven't.
No?
I have no idea.
Oh.
A lynx cat.
Oh. Well, it starts with an L.
Good guess.
That's a good guess. How do you girls know it all? No. Well, I stumped them on the third one. It's called a liger.
Oh, no, just kidding. That's
Oh,
not what I was thinking.
you could have said that. I would have given you the point then. Okay, all right. So we're still 1-1.
1-1.
Hey, we're on question 4. Got 2 more questions. Question number 4. Now listen, we all know elephants. They're the largest land mammal, right? But what's the second large land mammal in terms of weight? Second largest land mammal, not elephants. The next largest one in terms of weight. Sid.
Hippo.
No.
Oh.
Rhinoceros.
Yes.
Boom.
Rhinoceros.
2-1.
2-1, Hope and Gracie. Very good. Okay, again, this is our final question before the bonus. All right, so 2-1, Gracie and Hope. Boy, it's competitive. Juices flowing a little bit, girls. Question number 5. Now listen, the difference between apes and monkeys is the lack of a tail, right? Now there are 4 species classified as great apes, right? Big great apes. Can you name 2 of those 4 great apes? Sid.
Oh.
Okay. Great apes, you said?
Yeah.
Gorilla?
Yes.
Chimpanzee?
Yes.
That's
Got it.
2-2.
Wow, we're tied at 2-2. Okay, very good, Sid. Very impressive.
Krista, you got
We
the
also would have
point.
accepted orangutans, a great ape. Also, humans are classified.
I was thinking about
Yes,
that.
great apes.
That's
Yes.
why.
Okay. So now we're tied. And we got 1
2-2.
point bonus question. And here's the bonus question, okay? Remember, you got to raise your hand first. Brett, you got to watch them.
I'm watching.
Pandas, boy, they're cute and cuddly, right? Love them. What is their main food source? Hope.
Bamboo.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. We were worried that people might not know that, but Brett didn't know that. He didn't know what that was.
I didn't know.
Congratulations. Let's give Hope and Gracie a round of applause. That was very impressive, Hope. Would you consider yourself an animal expert?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. All right. Great. Good job. Good stuff. I like that. You girls know a lot here. I mean, these athletes are so smart. We have a question from online, Brett. What do you got?
Well, we have a few. Let's
Okay,
get
let's
to
just
them,
go.
Ricardo. Let's do Hoops Fan again. Interesting question here. There are a lot of great teams in the area, right? Do you get a chance to compete against or play with some of the other top players like Ali Zabel, Rainey Wilson, Alexa Kinnis? So I'm guessing that the questioner is thinking a lot of good FVA teams a lot of good FVA players. I'm sure their paths have crossed.
Yeah, and I think that's usually the case because it seems like you girls all know all the great players, you know. Tell me about that. Are you girls like close friends with some of these other players, or know of them? I guess. You want Gracie?
Yeah, I know I've played with Alexa with AAU before, and I've done like 3-on-3s with Allie, so I'm familiar with both of those.
Okay, Trista.
I've played with Alexis as well for AAU, and then I've played with Rainey for a couple 3-on-3s.
Okay. Anybody else have any experience at all? How would you girls do in the FVA? Do you think? You know, in terms of wins, I guess.
Ricardo, they just beat the defending D1
I was
state
just going to say, and
right?
I know that, but
They
I want
do
to
very
hear
well.
from them.
Okay.
I think you guys, girls, would do very well. Is that normally how you girls would feel? Like if you went up against the Kokonas, the Kimberleys, the Appleton-East, and what am I missing here?
Nina.
Nina's, yeah.
Hortonville, yeah.
Girls feel you'd fare pretty well?
Yeah, I'd say we match up pretty well with them. I mean, we play a lot of them in non-conference games. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Good.
tough.
I like the confidence.
They're being kind.
Very confident.
They're
They're
being
being
kind,
Yeah, that too. Hey, this is one of my favorite questions here. Oh wait, you had one more from online.
Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of this is an interesting one from Timmy, who's talking in third person, but says Timmy wants to know what coach is best at half quarters.
Okay, best at
Half-court
half
shots.
quarters.
Should we rank them? Just kidding.
We can rank them.
We could. We're gonna go with the best is Timmy.
Okay.
Even though
very-
Timmy
very-
is
how
gone,
co-
he's in Florida.
How
but
convenient, Timmy.
Yeah,
to
right.
ask that question. Okay, go ahead. But there's some other coaches that are pretty good at that too.
Yeah.
I would say
Liza.
Liza.
I guess
I'd say
Liza's
Liza.
good.
Okay.
Liza would definitely be like second,
Yeah.
and then Sarah would probably be third.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry,
and then
Caitlin.
Sorry, Caitlin.
All right. Good stuff. You said you had another question.
Couple questions regarding, like, I guess, colleges. One for Gracie. What made you choose Wisconsin? Hope, are you excited to play at UW Oshkosh? So
Yeah, go ahead. Let's go down. If the college stuff has been finalized for you, go ahead and we'll start here with Hope and go down the line here. Oshkosh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's right down the road.
Yeah, I'm super excited to play. I get to play with Sarah Hardwick again.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm just really excited. I really feel I fit well there, and I love the coaches and the environment and everything. So.
Okay. How about for you, Gracie?
Yeah, I'm really excited to be a Badger and to play for Coach Mo. Obviously, staying in home and playing for your home state is really exciting. I chose it just because the family atmosphere and my parents can come and watch me play. They have great academics, and yeah.
Okay, Trista.
I chose Illinois State, and I think that it's one of the better fits for me just because it's not too far. I didn't want to go too close to home, but I didn't want to go too far. It's kind of like a right distance, and then I like how it's not like too big either. It's like a medium size,
Okay.
and then I just love the coaching staff as well.
All right, Sid. Have you also decided?
I do not have any offers, but I have talked to a few
Okay.
Division II schools.
Okay. All right. And you're looking to. Would you like to stay nearby or looking to go across the country? Ooh. Okay. Here we go.
Sleep.
We'll see. Okay. All right. Good stuff. And a good question here. Brett, did you say you had another one?
that's it for now.
Okay. Hey, one of my favorite questions: rituals and superstitions. Now, maybe Sid, you might have answered this last year, but please entertain us again. Any interesting thing you guys got to do before the game? You guys got to wear the same socks or something like that. I don't know. You tell me. Listen to the same music. Listen to Lil Bieber. So what would you say, Hope? Do you have anything?
I mean, actually, I do listen to Justin Bieber.
You do?
Yeah.
Me too. Before every show, I got to listen to Justin.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, otherwise, besides that, I don't really have anything.
Okay. How about for you, Gracie?
I mean, not really. I feel like we have like team superstitions. Like,
Okay, okay.
I feel like we all like line up the same way, like when we're doing the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay.
Like that kind of stuff.
Interesting. All right. How about for you, Trista?
I usually always have the aux before games.
Okay. So you control the thing. Okay.
I do, and then we always have to play a couple songs before we go out to talk.
Are they the same songs or are they varied?
No, they are the same songs, and they've been the same songs for like the last 3 years.
And what will
so.
those be?
And
can you sing them?
well,
You can just give me the artist name if you want.
Oh, I don't know who
I don't
sings
even know
it.
who sings it.
I don't know.
Well, if it comes to you, let us
I don't
know.
know
We'll
who
think about
sings it. Yeah.
Okay. How about for you, Sid?
I always write game day on my knuckles, and I write game time on my wrist, just because, you know.
Oh.
What time is it? Game time.
And how long have you been doing that, by the way?
I think I started sophomore year. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't remember doing it freshman year.
Okay.
And then I also get the same game day food.
Which
from-
is?
I get a smoothie bowl from Dirt and then a sandwich from Panera.
Okay, interesting. Very cool. I like these little things, little rituals that they got to do. You girls have any other questions for your teammates, by the way? No? Okay, all right. We did the How Well Do You Know game. Did you say you had something?
Nope, last call.
Well, yeah, let's do that. But I guess my next question would be, before we kind of do shout-outs here, advice for you, the younger athletes. You girls already interact as a team with younger freshmen and stuff like that, but maybe some other girls coming up through the Notre Dame system. What would you say? We'll start over there with Sid. What would you tell some of these younger athletes as they come up here? Because at one time, you were one of those kids in middle school,
I would just say impacting the game comes in different ways. You can impact the game in so many different ways. You don't have to be the leading scorer, and you don't need to get as many steals. Just being a team player can really impact how the outcome is.
Okay, Trista.
Yeah, going off that, just energy, as much energy, even on the bench, on the court, anything, and just being competitive in practice, in the games. We need every player. Every player has a special role, and if we're all contributing to that, then we can get our goals and keep pushing each other, which is helping us get to where we're going now.
Okay, how about for you, Gracie?
Yeah, I'd say just honestly work hard and have fun. It goes by so fast. I just remember being a freshman, and now next year I'm going to be a senior. So just enjoy it and really soak up the time with your teammates.
Hope.
Yeah, kind of off of what Gracie said, just really enjoy those little moments with your friends and stuff, because it goes by fast.
Okay, great stuff.
I got
Brett, you said you had something that? Oh, you had something else?
Yeah, going off what Trista said, we all have a role.
Yep.
Everyone on the court and everyone on the bench have the same role. We win together, we lose together. We just do it all as one.
Okay, great stuff. Hey, you know what? That's funny, because I remember something like that coming up 2 years ago when you guys were in lacrosse. I think I remember talking to Coach about that, how you girls did the roles so well. And that's what led to two-time defending state champs. So, okay, so no more questions from the girls. Oh, you have a question. Rosie, get it on the girls. Shout out your name and let...
I'm Morgan.
Morgan, what's your question, Morgan?
Of you four, who is the most competitive? Vote for yourself.
Who's the most competitive, and you can't vote for yourself? Ooh, she's making it tough on you.
Good on the line.
Okay.
We'll vote for someone.
I would say,
Are we talking about game situation, practice, or both?
Just in general.
Okay. Oof.
Can't vote for
I'll
yourself.
vote for Trista.
Okay.
I think we all have our moments, but I would say Trista as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd go with Trista.
Wow, and Trista?
Trista,
You can't vote for yourself, Trista.
I'll go with Gracie.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Good question from the sidelines here. Brett, did you have anything else?
I think we're all set.
Okay. Hey. Let's do the shout-outs before I have one more question for you girls. Again, send out some love to whoever got you where you are today. So we'll start here with Hope and then kind of go down the line. So go. Actually, this is where you look at the camera. Brett, Rosie, which camera are they looking at? That one right there, right above your teammates. Don't get pressured either. So go ahead, Hope.
I'll just do a shout out to my family and my grandparents in Minnesota.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice. Okay, Gracie.
Yeah, shout out to my mom, my dad, my brother, and my friends and my teammates.
Okay, Trista.
I would say my family as well. Practice players, they definitely help us. And then just my friends as well for pushing me.
Okay, Sid.
I would say my family and my dogs and my teammates.
All right.
And Liza.
Great stuff, Liza. I cover a lot of teams, right? I cover all the Valley teams up and down the Valley. I'm going to be at the Resch Center this year. Doesn't matter. Either way, I'm going to be there covering teams from our area, from Stevens Point area, from maybe even Manitowoc and up and down the Valley. My question is, am I going to see you girls there for a third time? Now, I know you girls are always game to game and all that kind of stuff, but I'm just generally curious. Am I going to see you girls at the Resch Center, Sid?
We obviously have the same goal in mind, but we're taking it one game at a time.
Okay. I'm going to go right down the line, Trista. I'm going to see you there.
Yes, you will.
Okay. Gracie?
Yeah.
Hope. Ooh, I love the confidence. We have championship teams on here. There's a difference when we have championship teams on here. Well, I want to thank you girls for spending some time driving all the way down from Green Bay. We really appreciate that you girls, kind of make that trek down here. We wish you the best of luck. And I know I'll see you over at the Resch Center there, over there in March. Again, for Hope Barington, for Gracie Grzesk, for Trista Fayta, Sid Whitehouse, and get the teammates on here too, Rosie. Look at them. They did a great job here. We can't get the camera on the coaches over there, but that's fine. Thank you so much for coming down, spending time with me. Best of luck, girls, and continued success, okay? Next week's show, hey, we hope to have the Kaukauna girls basketball team on here, Brett. But we'll find out for sure. Best place to find out who's going to be on the show every week, Facebook.com/Varsity Roundtable. You girls even on Facebook, or is that an old guys thing? That's an old people thing. Right? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's all right. For all the old folks out there, go to Facebook.com again /Varsity Roundtable. That's where you'll find who's going to be on the show. Again, for the Notre Dame girls basketball team, 2-time defending state champs. Again, for Hope, for Gracie, Trista, and Sid. I'm Ricardo Arguello. For Brett Christopherson and Jim Rosandick, thank you again for watching the show. Tune in next Wednesday again for another episode of the Varsity Roundtable.